Hello friends, today's topic is mom struggles. Let's rant.
These are the things I don't hear moms talk about enough. I have a 6-year-old and I have a 2-year-old. My 2-year-old goes to daycare, my 6-year-old is in first grade. My 2-year-old, on Monday, I got a call from her daycare saying, hey, she has a fever, you need to pick her up. I'm like, I'm in the city, I'm about an hour away. They're like, well, you need to pick her up right now. And I'm like, well, I'm an hour away, I don't have anyone else to pick her up. But I still had to figure out a way to get there immediately. They're like, she needs to be fever free for 24 hours, then she can come back. If she has a fever for more than 24 hours, you need a doctor's note letting you know when she's able to come back to school. They don't prorate the tuition, keep in mind. They still charge you the full week's tuition, even if your child is out for 3 or 4 days. Besides the point, I go, I pick her up. I have so many calls on that Monday, and I have to take them with my daughter. I have a call. I picked my daughter up around 11. So I had a gap from 11 to 12, which I close off for my lunchtime, and I can just kind of degress a little bit before taking additional calls. So I had a call at 12 o'clock. I get back. It's like 11:45. I had Uber Eats some chicken noodle soup because I didn't have time to cook something for her, and I knew that she needed something to kind of help her because she didn't have lunch at school. I get back. I I messaged the individual that I was going to have a call with, just letting them know, hey, my daughter's sick. Can we please reschedule until 5:30? At 5:30, my daughter will be down. I'll have more time to thoroughly review what we're going to review, which is a presentation. This woman, who's probably in her 50s, doesn't have any kids, had no empathy whatsoever. She's like, that's unacceptable. It took everything in me to just stay calm and just like, I knew I had to get this done. She's not my boss. I don't report to her, but I knew that I needed to get this done. So I just immediately hopped on the call. Mind you, the soup is on my kitchen island. I'm still not giving it to my daughter. My daughter's laying next to me on the couch. I'm taking the call from the couch. Frustrated, but I'm just like, I have to push through, right? Okay, my daughter falls asleep on me. Cool, she wakes up halfway through the call. She's screaming, she's coughing, she's sneezing, she's crying. And the lady, I didn't even mute it because I'm like, I told you this was going to be an issue and you had no empathy whatsoever. So deal with it, right? Doesn't say jack shit until the end. She's like, I hope your daughter feels better. All right, cool. Then Tuesday, I had taken Tuesday as a day off because this is my birthday week. I turned 35 on Saturday. I wanted to really just chill. I was going to schedule a like spa day and all these things and just have like a mental health break, right, from life. And I had a body rock class scheduled for 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Luckily, my husband went in later, so he was able to take care of my little one while I stayed home. While I went to my class, right? Cool. My little one had no fever. Mind you, let's rewind a little bit. When I picked her up from childcare on Monday, I checked her temperature and she was like at 99. So it's like kind of hovering towards a fever, but it wasn't like 102, which is what they told me it was when I called. Okay, so she has no fever all of Tuesday. I'm still feeding her soup. Go to my class. I come back. My husband goes to work. She's perfectly fine. Her energy levels are fine. I'm like, yes, thank God. We haven't given her any medication because she wasn't taking it. And I'm like, good. She can go to school on Wednesday, which is today. I have a lot of very important calls today, including the presentation that I have to do at 2:30. So we dropped my daughter off. I checked her temperature this morning. It was 98.4. Checked it 3 times. No fever. Great. Her energy levels are good. No complaints. We drop her off. We come back. I start working on a spreadsheet that's due within the next 30 minutes. Again, it's on me. I had the last 2 days, but with my daughter being sick, I literally had no time to do it. So I'm working on this, finalizing the presentation, and I got a call from the daycare center. Hey, your daughter has a fever and you need to pick her up. And I'm like, that's crazy because she didn't have a fever all day yesterday. I checked it this morning and she still didn't have a fever. So what's going on? They're like, well, I checked it. It's 100.2. Sends me a picture on the app. I'm like, okay. Luckily, my husband's home. However, he has to leave for work at 11. It's 10:38 as I'm recording this right now. So he goes over to the daycare. I'm like, okay, dad's going to pick her up. I'm like, it is what it is. I'm going to have to sit here through this presentation, through this meeting that I cannot reschedule. And my daughter is just going to be crying because what am I going to do? I literally have no one else that I can call to take care of my daughter. So I'm like, okay. It is what it is. My husband goes to the daycare. He goes to pick her up. He calls me. Hey, they're saying that they just checked her temperature and it went down, so she's fine right now. Her energy levels are a little bit low, but they're saying that they can take care of her. And if if her fever comes back, then you're gonna have to pick her up. Now I have a call from 11 to 12, and then the very important presentation from 1:30 to 2:30. So I'm like, fuck, what do I do? If I leave her there and they call me at 1 o'clock that I need to pick her up, now I'm going to be late for the presentation, which is like a make or break for my business right now, and the whole domino effect that comes with it. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, she's doing fine. She's been fine the last couple of days. Maybe she was just a little warm, and that's why the temperature rose up. Just let her stay. So here I am praying and wishing that she's fine for the rest of the day, because I need to get through this, and then I need to go pick her up, and then pick up my 6-year-old, and then go through the whole nightly routine. Nobody speaks about that. I literally have no one to call to say, hey, can you just watch my daughter for like 2-3 hours? And God forbid you try to get a sitter or a nanny, because the amount of threads that I have read of nannies saying how disrespectful for a family to not tell us when their child is sick and da-da-da-da. I'm like,
Hard time for people right now. How are you doing so far in 2026? Comment down below and thank you for watching.